Yo, 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 it's the landlord straight out of Las Vegas. And I just jumped off the porch again for the third time with Dirty Glove Bastard. Yeah.
Hey look, shit start to hit different when your feelings in it. When I come back like I'm Mike, they gon' say Pippin.
All right, so we got my boy, the landlord, jumping off the porch with us for the third time.
Third time. It's supposed to be the fourth time, but third time. Yeah.
Would have made more sense for the project,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But yeah, welcome back, bro. How you feeling today, man?
Man, I feel good. You know, Fake Love 4 out now.
Yeah. And I'm used to you pulling up one deep, man. This time we was a little different though, bro.
Man, you know, it's one of them times, it's one of them moments, man. I think it's built around the energy of the album right now, you know? Yeah.
You want to shout out your people sitting up there with you, man?
Man, I got these my brothers, man. If y'all want to shout y'all self out, but yeah, this my family.
My man Cuddy.
Yeah.
Booze.
Reezy.
Okay. They all from Vegas too?
Yeah, everybody from the city.
Nah, that's what's good, man.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Fake Love 4, man. Been 5 years since you dropped the third one, man. Why we decide to go back to, you know, Fake Love and drop this fourth one now?
A lot of different shit played a lot of different stuff actually played a part. A lot of personal stuff, you know, and just things built around my personal life, and just also feeling like it was time, you know, just that whole series. I think it was time. I wanted to do Fake Love. I've been wanting to do it. I just felt like it was a perfect time. Just a perfect time. Just like not just the personal stuff, but just it was time to give him another Fake Love. I dropped a couple albums before, after Fake Love 3. So yeah, it was just time to go back to that.
And you said this is the last one though, right?
It's the
Okay,
last
we gonna
one.
hold you to that?
This is the last one. I think it's gonna be the last one for sure.
And you know, you've been the last few drops have been every 2 years basically per album, man.
I don't like that. I really don't. I'm actually embarrassed of that. I don't like waiting that long, but you know, sometimes that's just the way it is. You know, when you do conscious music, it's that way. When you can't get in there and just play, like, you know, a lot of artists can to get it, you know, and some people is talented enough to keep substance in their music as they make music. But you know, the way I paint my music is, you know, I be needing a little life to go on in between, you know, so I have something to rap about.
Yeah, it's like you actually got to go through this shit
Yeah,
to have something to rap about, to have something to vent about.
Sometimes I get in that mode, you know. Sometimes I get in that mode where I can just rap about whatever and get in there and just talk some shit and just and get, cause I got a lot of people who just support the lyrics too. You know,
Yeah.
they want to hear me pop some shit. So every now and then I get in that mode too. It just take a vibe, a different that kind of energy to happen.
Yeah, because the last time he was here, he was like, bro, I'm dropping 4 projects this year.
Man, I was
And he didn't drop another one until like, what, a couple weeks
they
ago,
be
last
on
week.
my ass about that. I thought I was in that mode where I was rapping, and then one of the studios that I was recording at ended up getting, you know, that situation ended up getting messed up. So now the recording process, the environment that I was in, the different studios and bouncing around, it got a little discouraging. So yeah.
Yeah. And I look at you as like an album artist. Like
Yeah,
you're not a single artist chasing after singles and stuff like that. I feel like you put more pride into putting together a full project, a cohesive project like this too, man. Is that your mindset like when you go in the mix?
Yeah. I think I don't know if that's like a gift and a curse, because I think that it's perks with being able to just drop singles and keeping your momentum going throughout the year when you ain't in album mode. But I like albums, bro. I don't know why. Cause it be so much to talk about. So I've been needing like a project to talk about everything. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And I feel like that's a lost art these days too,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Everyone's just chasing that viral single,
Yeah.
a TikTok 10-second clip type shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I came up in a different era, so it's like I'm still like stuck to my roots in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And this project produced one producer, right? Reezy?
Reezy, fully produced by one producer, Reezy, and yeah, man, that you can tell.
Yeah. Was that the plan going in, or was it just y'all was working
We
so
really
much
was
together?
was just starting, just doing some music. You know, he had been did some beats on past albums, but he had told me he had a studio and that he was open to work. So we ended up I did a feature. I actually did that Ultimate Team that was on Lito project. I did that verse there, and after I did that verse, I came back. He had some beats for me, and then after we did 1 or 2 songs, maybe even 3 songs, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do a project. Yeah.
So what was that chemistry like working with one producer? Is he like very hands-on, or he kind of just let you do your own thing?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it's almost close to perfect. Like just not even just the beats, but just the energy around making the album, and yeah, everything ended up being perfect, bro. Keeping it real, yeah.
Was he cooking up on the spot for you for this?
Some of that, it was some of
Okay.
everything. He had some that he already had. He had some that he did on the spot, even some where I gave an idea, and the next time I came to the studio, it was done. And it was like, damn, like literally taking my thoughts and my vision for certain songs, and on the first try, just acing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be a beautiful feeling too, man.
Man, all these years in doing music, I never got that feeling, so it was like definitely a dope feeling.
Shout out to you, Reezy, man. So it's only been 7 days, but talk about the feedback from the fans, man. It looked like they really loving this shit.
Man, they already saying this is the best of the whole Fake Love series. You know, it usually take me a couple months to be able to judge it, but a lot of people saying this one of the best ones.
Yeah. Are you the type that's always like, man, whenever I record like this, my newest shit's always my best shit, or are you very
I think that
critical?
comes with just being a conscious rapper, like, and like I'm a lyricist, and I kind of pride myself on the way I deliver my lyrics, or even getting better, and I think that just kind of played a big part, yeah.
I take it, man. So let's go ahead and dive into some of these songs. We can start with the intro song, Bleeding, which I feel like I could do the whole interview just on this one song because there's so much in this shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know you was venting a lot, but like, talk about the emotions you were going through while just, recording this song.
Man, Bleeding is just like, since Fake Love 1, I've been doing all like intros where it's just straight blended thoughts and just rapping about like a lot of what's gonna happen on the album. So it was just another one of those things where I was like, I'm gonna go in there and just rap about every single thing that come to my mind, whether it's good, bad, sad, personal. I just, went in there and just vent it, really.
Yeah, and it's one of them songs where like every bar could be someone's IG caption.
Yeah, that's hard.
So if there's someone watching this that needs an IG caption, go listen to that song.
That's hard.
There's something for everyone in there, I feel like, too, man.
That's hard. That's
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Do you plan to shoot a video for Bleeding?
I actually did a live performance. I don't know about a full video, but you never know. I'm trying to have about at least six visuals, 6 or 7 visuals off this album done by the time, I'm finished, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the song you did put out a video for so far is Hate It Here.
Yeah, for
which
sure.
is pretty much a sequel to Love It Here that you had put out a couple years ago too. So
sure.
what happened during them 3 years?
I think even before making Love It Here, I had moments that I really felt like I hated here, so it was just kind of like, it kind of fit the album. It was a different vibe than what I was feeling. But it's still moments where I feel like I love it, but like anywhere or anybody else, you had that love-hate relationship for places like that, your home and your environment, especially the community that you kind of stuck in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So what are some of the favorite things you still love about Vegas?
Man, I love my, I'm born and raised there, so I got a lot of family there, and I love that I got a big family, and I'm able to, I still see my family daily. My son get to be raised around a lot of his cousins and his aunties, his uncles. So, yeah, that's kind of like one of the best things about it. But the city is like, I don't want nobody to ever get it wrong. I love Vegas. Like, it's more so my community, you know what I mean? The area in Vegas that I was raised in, but the city in the whole, yeah, Vegas is a beautiful place.
Yeah, because a couple songs later, you got Love Letter to the City.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love the city of Vegas for sure. Just, the environments.
Yeah. And you got Dizzy Wright on that song, man.
For sure. Shout out Dizzy.
I'm sure you guys been rocking for a while too, right?
Yeah. Dizzy at homegrown, you know, he from Vegas too. So, you know, a lot of the people who put a lot of passion into their art, whether it's music, producing, any, you know, the ones that's actually taking their stuff serious, I kind of connect with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, coming out of Vegas, because it ain't a lot of us.
Was that a song where you guys got in the studio together, or you just sent it over to him?
Nah, we wasn't in there together, but we was on FaceTime talking about doing a song, and we was in the studio. Me and Reezy was in the studio while we was talking to him about making sure we try to get one done for the project. As soon as we got off FaceTime, that was one of the beats he played, and I was just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the one. Sent it back a couple days, you know, he sent it right back, and it was, yeah.
Nah, that shit turned out dope too,
Yeah,
man.
shit sound cool. Yeah.
Tailor Made. Talk about this sample. Was this your idea for the sample? Was this?
Man, Reezy, that was Reezy. That was all Reezy. I ain't, like I said, I'm not even like that hooked on samples like that where I wasn't at one point, and I didn't even realize nothing about the beat. But you know, after the song came out, a lot of people was telling me about all that sample hard, and that they heard, you know, them kind of samples with you know, with Lito rapping over those type of samples.
Yeah.
He was like, man, it just blend hard with the concept. But that was Reezy idea. So another one, as soon as I heard it, I was like, this gonna be hard. Tailor Made, that's Euroz on the hook, and that's somebody who born and raised in Vegas too.
Okay.
And I told myself once I did finish up the Fake Love series that I definitely want to connect some of the artists that I do music with some of the artists from Vegas that probably had never, you know, do music with them kind of artists, or just because for whatever reason. But I just wanted to bridge that gap, in other words. And I thought that'd be hard to have Lito and Euroz on the same song. So once Euroz did the hook, and then I did my verse, I sent it to bruh, and he was vibing to it. So yeah, that's kind of how that came about.
Nah, that shit turned out super dope too,
Yeah.
man. So Connect Forward, that's the next one, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So you sent it to Trip.
I sent it to Trip. Once I was making, I already knew I wanted to get Trip on the album too. So once I heard the beat, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this about 20 bars or something, 22 bars, and I'm gonna send it to Trip. And you know, once Trip do it, I'm gonna send it to Lito too, and maybe we'll do 60 bars, and it had 20, 20, and 20, and yeah, I sent it to Trip, and once I sent it to Trip, that's what he sent back. Yeah.
Did he go over 20 bars?
Man, he did like 40 bars.
I was gonna say it's damn near like a
Yeah.
2-3 minute verse on there.
Yeah, he did like 40 bars, and you know, yeah, that's what happened. And I appreciate him for that though. He wasn't playing on it, and that was love.
What's your reaction when you hear the verse? Because he went crazy.
Man,
on
I
that
was
shit.
hyped. I was hyped. As soon as I heard it, I sent it to Trip. I sent it to Lito. Yeah, and they both kind of gave that same reaction, like what? The same reaction that I got. But I was excited, like he kind of just, he went over and beyond expectations. So yeah, that was hard.
And you did get, I think, 2 bars from Lito at the beginning.
Yeah, for sure. And we knew that, and we kind of knew that. Once he did that, once he finished his verse, we kind of knew that for it to be his best potential, he kind of just needed to put his sauce on it, and talk. And it was his idea to put that at the end of it, and
Okay.
that just completed the whole song, for real. And that was perfect.
Yeah, nah, shout out to Trip, man.
Shout out Trip.
You've been going crazy these past 2 years, and good to see he's not slowing down at all.
Man, an
Man.
album a year, it's an album a month for 2 years. It's crazy. I say it in every interview, and I'm gonna keep saying it because it's legendary. It's beyond hard to do, and I mean not just doing an album a month, but actually talking about something on every single song. It's unreal. It's unreal. I still don't know how you do it, for real.
Yeah, and it seemed like he was getting better and better
Man,
as the years went by, too. It was like, God damn.
Man,
Not only is he not running out of shit to say, but it's like he's
Yeah.
perfecting this shit, too.
What? And I'm like, how do you? I don't know. Even having a free day, it's like, how do you still do that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out Trip.
Yeah. There was a line on Tailor Made I wanted to ask you about, too,
Okay.
man. You said these clouds so dark, I'm tired of making sad songs, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like you really want to be in a better state of mind where you can make some more like turntable
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I got caught up in the reaction from the music. I know it helped a lot of people, you know, just being personal and being honest in my music, and that's a lot of my thoughts, and that's the way I feel when I'm by myself, you know. So making music, talking about it, impacted people so much that it did kind of keep me connected to wanting to, you know, keep venting. But I do, at some point, I just wanted my music to be a little bit more, brighter, a little bit more brighter for, and helping people, not just helping people heal, but motivating people to just be great, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did give us like a little taste at the end. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did have some turn shit at the
That
end.
was the outro, intro to, you know, the new phase, yeah.
Okay.
And I'ma still, you know, a lot of my albums gonna sound a lot like Fake Loves, you know, but it just won't be fake love, you know, yeah.
Yeah, because like My Life Lit, it's like you looking at the positive side of
Exactly,
everything. It's like,
exactly.
yeah, I'm going through all this bullshit, but
Well, you
shit's
know,
still lit. here, man.
Everybody go through it, you know, it ain't shit, you know, so I feel like I wanted to point out the good parts of my life, and Fake Love is a part, but it's not the biggest part of my life though, yeah.
I dig it, man. And you got Trapperman Dale on the album too, man.
That's family, you know, that's brother, you know, shout out Trapperman Dale.
You've been telling us a collab project coming with Trap for a couple of years now.
Man, you know what, I honestly, I know that once we get in there, it's easy to do. So every time I say it, I know it ain't nothing but to get it done. But shit, getting in there has been harder than I thought. So we just both gotta find the time to get in there. And once we get in there, it'll get done. It'll get done.
Yeah, because Trap's the same way. It's like fans
Exactly.
want so much music from him, and he only give us one shit a year anyway. So it's like,
Man, we trying to get better with that. 2025, we're gonna try to put it in their face a little more for sure.
for sure, man. Dear Son, Fatherhood. Man, talk about this song, man. This shit real personal.
Yeah, I actually just wanted to make a song to my son while he can kind of understand what I'm saying. You know, I made songs and verses about him when he was younger, when he couldn't really understand nothing I was saying. So now that he was of age, I just wanted to make a song kind of dedicated to him, just letting him know again and again how much love I have for him.
Yeah. And what was his reaction? I know you just played it during this
it's
vlog that you put out today.
It's on the
but-
vlog. He, you know, he was on camera, so he was trying to be a little tough, but I could tell that he felt it. You know, he felt it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's got to be, man. Imagine, you know, you being 15 years old and your pop's making a rap song about you, man.
That's kind of it going into every song or just being a parent. Period. That's all you think about. It's like when you was that age, you know. So
Yeah. Do you remember like what age he was when he realized like, oh shit, my dad's a rapper, like a poppin' rapper, like people know who he is type shit?
I think when he was about 8, 9 years old, we went to I took him to like a wrestling event in Vegas, and you know a couple of different people came up talking about taking pictures, and you know and from there he just was telling all his friends like, oh, my dad famous rapper. Yeah.
Do you remember when he started listening to your music then?
The same time, about 10,
Okay.
11, about 10, 11. Yeah.
And did he ever ask you about like certain songs? Because you know,
He
your shit's
never
very,
did. He
you know,
never
very
did.
personal too.
He
man.
never asked me about no songs. You know, he listened to him. He know him. I hear him rapping them, but he never really got like asking me or got curious about no line or nothing from none of the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if he did, he never talked to me about it.
Okay. And it's not like you rapping crazy about like
Yeah,
killing
exactly.
people and shit like that. So it's like,
Right.
you don't have anything to like worry about
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
I
type
ain't
of
on there
shit.
talking crazy like that.
Yeah. Do you plan to shoot a video for Dear Son though, man? I feel like that'd be a good
I
one to
definitely do. I was talking to my boy who shoots some of my videos about it. More so like a bunch of beef footage. I got a bunch of old footage of just him, you know, from growing up from 1 to now. So I was just gonna throw a bunch of beef footage together and do something like that.
Yeah. Do you want more kids in the future or are you done?
Man, I always wanted 10 kids.
10
just
kids.
because I got, you know, 13 aunties and uncles on one side, 12 on the other. Like, I feel like that big family thing, it was such a blessing just being able to experience that growing up, you know, around my cousins and all that. So I wanted it, but you know, now I only got one, and I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, because I feel like with that age difference, it's kind of like, man, you know, he's about to turn 18. You about to be, you know, pretty much done with this shit. Like, do you want to start over with a baby, a newborn again, man?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
StarLord, you and Lito, man.
Yeah.
Talk about this one, because you guys kind of reminiscing about like how you guys first met up and all that shit, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's StarLord 2.0. We gonna have that corrected by the time this interview probably drop. It'll be fixed. But StarLord 2.0, yep. Just, you know, some more StarLord vibes. That's kind of, when we get on the track, it's kind of the same thing. We kind of bring out the best in each other. Him explaining how we met, you know, that was kind of like the intro of our relationship, for sure. And then, yeah. And that situation that I was talking about after the song was, it was a crazy day. But yeah, it was all facts. It was all facts.
Yeah, and in your verse, you mentioned Skinnie too, Cashville Skinnie.
Yeah,
too,
man, rest in peace, Skinnie. You know, Skinnie was just a vessel, a big part of our whole family over at Grind Hard. So losing him was definitely detrimental. It was big. Even just traveling, you know, traveling don't feel the same, you know, because like I said, he was a vessel and a voice, period, just, you know, for us.
Yeah, one of the funniest guys I've ever met, man.
Funniest guys in the world, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure. I always said that, because this is my little brother, he funny as hell too when it comes to just like just natural, you know, just, but, and I always was telling Skinnie when he was alive, I was like, man, I need you to get around my peoples, man. Y'all asses, nigga's stomach could be fucked up.
Be talking forever, man. Never get a word in between them, probably.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's like some people just got that natural funny. So we don't even have to try, man. It's like that shit just comes to them, man.
For sure.
Yeah. They Know It. It's another one more turned up.
Yeah,
you know?
Popping shit. Yeah, popping shit. I know. I do got some people that still love to hear me pop shit, so it was just basically making sure I gave them some where I pop my shit a little bit. Yeah.
And you got a few songs for the females on here too, man.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like Looking for Love in Vegas has got to be rough, man. Am I wrong on this shit, man? Or
man, I ain't gonna say that. Vegas is the same as everywhere else, man, for sure.
Yeah. So out of the 6 videos, man, which ones do you really want to shoot, man?
Man, Hear My Tone, even Bleeding possibly, but Hear My Tone, I already did Head to Here. Connect 4, definitely. StarLord, definitely. Tailor Made, definitely. They Know It, I actually got They Know It scheduled this week. Even the one with Dizzy, we plan on doing something with that one too.
Yeah.
So.
Is this StarLord project ever gonna come out, man?
Man, I'm hoping.
This is the 3rd interview where we talked about it, by the way, bro. We're going on 5 years.
Hold on, you said the what? The 3rd?
Yeah.
Man, look, I hope it don't be a 4th. I just hope it don't be a 4th, man. Hopefully, 2025, maybe y'all get that StarLord project. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Man, don't feel bad. I think I have 5 interviews with Trip where we talk about Step Brothers 4.
Okay, yeah, you know. It be like that. But hopefully in 2025, we can get y'all that StarLord album.
Yeah. And going back to Fake Love 4, was this some shit where you just recorded everything recently, or were these songs you've been stacking?
Recent. It was all recent. Every single thing was recent. I got old songs that I recorded and thought that it'd be on a new project. I kind of like just put them to the side. Even recording this one, we had some that could have went on the album that didn't. But this was all new. Yeah.
How therapeutic was it recording this project then, man? We're going through a lot of emotions in this thing.
The whole process was it was dope and different, man. It was different. Like I said, having a producer, being able to fix every single sound on the spot. Like, you know, if I want to take a noise out, or, you know, just being able to be there with the producer. And the producer's also the one recording me and engineering it. So even when he hear me on the song, he felt like, oh, he should change the beat right there for my voice. It was just like that whole process. And then, of course, like the therapy of being able to record in a comfortable environment. It was never nobody in the studio with me. It was just, you know, me and him. So, yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, and I saw you doing some press out in Vegas too, man. It's like everyone was loving this shit too.
Yeah, man. I want to bring the city. I want this whole album. I already knew when the first 3 songs in, I want to put a lot of energy behind it and put a big rollout together, because that's kind of like where I was at with the last. You know, it's the last Fake Love. So I got the city involved in a lot of ways as far as the album listening and the album release party, and yeah. They was appreciative of that, and I was too.
Okay. And what's new with the music scene in Vegas right now, man? Compared to the last time you were here 2 years ago?
Man, it's growing. It's still growing, but it's still a lot that we gotta learn. You know, we don't have a person really guiding the artists like that on how to grow their brand, and you know, even just how to roll out music. Period. You know, it's still a lot that we can be taught, but it's growing, and that's the good part. It's growing. You know, a lot of the platforms is growing, the artists is growing, the music people are tuning in just a little bit more. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and with you featuring so many artists from the city on there, I feel like there's some sense of unity.
For sure, and I've been doing a lot of features with a lot of the artists. If I see somebody taking a craft serious and they actually trying to do it, I'm throwing features out. You know, especially for the up and coming artists in the city, for sure.
Oh, that's love right there too, man. Because why not? It's not gonna stop your shine by looking out for someone else.
At all, never.
Yeah. You mentioned Ultimate Team earlier, man.
Yeah.
Like when you got that song, did you know who all was gonna be on it? Did you know you was gonna be leading off this?
Nah, bruh texted me, and his exact words was, "Bro, you feel like rapping?" And and I know that just was because of how me and him get. Sometimes we get in that mode where nigga just don't feel like rapping. So, and I was like, hell yeah. And he sent the beat, and when he sent the beat, I just did that. That's how I came in, and I sent it back like that. He left it like that, and I thought that was so hard how I was able to come off on it, and it flowed like it was supposed to be like that. But it's a crazy story on how it all fell together. I think that he'll probably be able to tell you a authentic the process. I know it was funny how, once I did it, he sent it to Propain, sent it to Trip, but it got done like that. So when you listen to it, it's just looking like some shit that, like, we was in the studio just going crazy, but it literally got done fast, and I'm still blew back for that song too, because everybody did their thing, and it was hard.
Yeah. Did you get to hear the final product like right away?
Yeah, he was keeping me updated. Every time somebody did their verse, he was sending it to me. And as soon as it was done, I was like, damn, nobody let up. Nobody.
When you got it, was Lito's verse already on there?
Nope, nobody was on there. It was just me. It was just the beat. And once I did my verse, and then everybody started doing their verse.
No, that's hard right there, man.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah. Should we expect another project this year, man?
Yeah, for sure. At some point, I definitely want to do another project in 2025. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, it's StarLord though.
Okay. What type of vibe do you feel like this one's going to be on?
Man, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of rap on how I'm feeling. So once we get in the studio, once I get in the lab, I'm working right away though. Like I'm not like as soon as I get back to Vegas, I'm back to work. I'm gonna have stuff to drop. Something if that's the vibe, but I ain't gonna spend no time not recording it. Even if I don't drop right away, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time not recording though.
Yeah, and I'm sure this changes each day, but like what's your favorite song on the project right now?
It's probably Tailor Made. Yeah, probably Tailor Made. Connect for too, but Tailor Made right now, I don't know, it got a grab on me for some reason.
It's a great vibe on that shit, man.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
All right, Lan, anything else you working on, man? We know you always be giving back to the community and everything. Got anything planned coming up?
Nothing really planned, but it be stuff on the table every day, but nothing really planned. I'm gonna do a lot of music. I'm gonna try to do a lot of visuals and vlogging, and just trying to be, let people in a little bit more. It's definitely just putting myself in front of the camera a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, these days it's all about content, man.
Yeah, that's why
People want to see you, man.
I'm learning that. I kind of knew it, but now it's really in that space where content is like, it's like a little bit more. That you getting more out of content than videos. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to see that.
And I see your son has a clothing line, right?
Yeah, for sure. Millionaire ENT, shout out Millionaire ENT. He got his clothing line going. He actually got a new drop that's about to be dropping in the next probably like 30 days. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doing his thing, and the people was fucking with him.
Man, 15 years old.
15 years
with his
old.
own clothing brand.
Just turned
Man.
15, yeah, own clothing brand, and the fact that he actually getting that instant gratification. Some people get discouraged if they don't get that. I'm just glad that he was able to, which ain't always a good thing, but I'm glad as soon as he jumped out there, I was able to help him and push him enough to where he can get instant return, and now he motivated.
Nah, that's super dope, man. At 15, I wasn't doing no shit like that.
So me neither.
Because he designs everything himself too, right?
Everything himself. He do everything himself. He do all that. Yeah. So it's a blessing to see because, yeah, I wasn't doing that at 15 either.
Nah, he's hella talented too, man.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. All right, Landlord, you got any shout outs you want to give before you wrap it up here, man?
Man, shout out my city, Las Vegas. Shout out Baller Boys, my team, and shout out Grind Hard. Right now, we got this momentum going with Grind Hard, and I just hope that we keep this shit going because, yeah, we got a movement right now that the people appreciate, and yeah. So shout out the team, shout out the label.
Hey, look, shit start to hit different when your feelings in it. When I come back like I'm Mike, they gon' say Pippin trippin'. One thing.